Welcome to Highway Tomorrow, and it's our final day in Hanoi.
It's the final
Day, yes.
countdown.
Tomorrow we leave and go to Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City for 1 week.
Early morning, 10
Early.
o'clock in the morning.
Early morning. So ZB, how was your week in Hanoi?
Well, it was pretty cool. We're staying in a district that's not directly in the city center.
Hai Bà Trưng.
Yeah. Okay, you learned the name.
Yes.
Say it again.
Hai Bà Trưng.
Say it 3 times.
Hai Bà Trưng, Hai Bà Trưng, Hai Bà Trưng.
You really learned the name.
Yes.
And it's really cool because it's not the city center where you have all the tourists.
All the tourists, yeah.
All the time, which is not too bad, but it's just the Hai Bà Trưng where we're staying.
It's more real. It's working class Vietnamese, and I mean, you see tourists down there, but you don't go there to be a tourist.
That's right.
Whereas we're in the area right now, we're on Train Street, full train, which means Train Street,
Okay.
and we're waiting for the train to come along.
Yeah.
But as you can see, as you look down the street, this is strictly a bunch of gringos, boulets, tourists.
Have a look behind us if you rotate.
Yeah.
Like you will see.
Yeah, look around. This is a
If you're in
360 video.
360, if you're on a flat video, watch us on YouTube. You will see a 360.
Exactly.
So you can pan around, and you will see the people around us, and it's really cool. So this is a track that I think there is a train that goes. Well, we see it down there like 3 times or 4 times per day. It goes back and forth, a passenger train, and it's really cool. And my memory of it in 2010, when I was here the last time, was that you would have local shops.
All shops. It was all shops along here.
All local.
Yeah, all local
markets
shops.
and local shops.
And they would set up on the track.
on the track.
They would set
And
up on
when
the track.
When the train would come, they would
Pull everything back.
Pull everything back.
Yeah.
Wait until the train is gone and pull everything back on the track.
So they've changed it now. It's all coffee shops,
It's all coffee shops. it's all,
and bars.
It's all tourist made.
Very
coffee
much
shops.
tourist made.
It's cool though. It's really okay.
So what'd you think? What was the highlight of our week in Hanoi so far for you?
The food.
Oh, the food was great.
Jesus Christ, it was amazing.
Our neighborhood we were staying in was famous for a Bun Cha restaurant that Anthony Bourdain took Barack Obama. I'll put it in the link.
Yeah.
And, you know, there were all these places that said best banh mi in town, but I swear to God, every banh mi we had was great.
Yeah, banh mi's were amazing anyway.
Yeah.
And they're slightly different from but there's this traditional banh mi, and
Yeah.
that's what just like with pate, with what, chicken pate or pork pate?
Pork pate.
Pork pate, like
Yeah.
hello, like it can't get any better than that. It was really yummy.
And we had where we were staying on a little alley street, we had a residence apartment, and across the street was a really nice bar. Just across the alleyway from us was a bar, another apartment rental, and a gym.
And a gym.
And literally, we were in heaven. I mean, you know, we went to the gym every day. We didn't go to the bar until last night, finally.
And you know what? The gym was,
Thank God,
was
'cause
unlike
we were
any
down there
other
every
gyms
day.
everywhere else because it was like a
I
like
could
a
live
place
there.
like here. We could live there.
It was a great house, 4-story.
4-story.
Yeah,
With carpets. It felt like being at home. So
Yeah.
we went there and we were like, oh, we're home. Then you had to like do all the pull-ups and
Yeah.
push-ups and everything. But it was just so beautiful. It's right across the street from our Airbnb. So it was great. And then every morning we would go for
Pho.
pho
At Pho Thin. I'll
Pho
put the link
Thin.
for that also.
to a really cool place, local place.
Yeah.
How much did we pay?
I think it was like what?
140
70.
for 2. So
70 a piece.
So it's $3.
Kind of high. It was kind of expensive.
It was very expensive. $3
very
per,
expensive.
per every morning.
It's famous. They have they have one of their stores, one of their shops in Paris
Yeah.
now. So Pho Thin is really world famous,
It's amazing.
and it was good. It
It's
was
a
a
soup.
beef pho. The broth was rich, thick,
Yeah.
and you just sit down and you inhale for breakfast. Yeah, it was great.
And you put lemon in it, so it's fresh, it's
Yeah.
lemony, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. So we'd have that, and every time after that, we would have the coffee, like you saw in the other part
Yeah.
of the video, the coffee
Oh
with
my God!
condensed milk.
Seriously. And
If
they
you're
were-
on a diet, it's really hard because like you have to eat the bread. You have to have the condensed milk.
But it
I mean,
was
you
all
cannot
light. It was light. I mean, you don't see a lot of obesity among the Vietnamese.
That's true. I saw one
Yeah.
today. I felt sorry for him. But
Right.
he must have like 10 banh mi's per day or something.
And then the other thing we had was the bun chow, and that's where they make a kind of a omelet pancake.
Oh.
And they bring out rice paper and okay, bun chow and ban chow. They bring out tons of lettuce, basil, cilantro, herbs, and so with bun chow.
What is banh chow? Which one?
Bun chow. That's the one where you take the pancake, you put it in the rice paper,
Okay.
and then you put in all the herbs and stuff. You wrap it up, you dip it in a sweet sauce. It was
that
crazy.
Is bun chow.
Bun chow.
And banh chow?
Bun chow. Bun chow.
Banh chow. Okay.
It's like banh mi, bun chow. And
What does banh mi mean?
bun actually means wrap.
Oh, okay.
To wrap. So,
oh, okay.
So like when you buy rice paper in the store,
Yeah.
it's, bun, whatever the word for rice is.
Right. Okay.
It's bun something. So bun can be bread, anything that's wrapped. Like
Yeah.
a sandwich is considered a bun because
Okay.
essentially you're wrapping, the ingredients
Food.
around a piece of
Yeah.
bread. Something that you can grab with your hand. Bun cha refers to the noodle.
I wonder if bun sex would mean like sandwich sex.
Totally, baby.
Totally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have some bun sex later tonight.
Oh,
Bun sex.
really?
We'll have bun sex, not boon sex.
Bum bum boom boom
Boom
boom.
ba. Thank you. We'll put in the. Did you want to talk some more?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought, what would be our advices to people who want to come to Vietnam? Wow.
Oh wow.
I don't know
So
if
they're
you see
tearing
over
it
there,
down.
but
Yeah.
they're literally
Breaking the barrier for the train.
Yeah,
Tearing down the barrier
I
for the
guess.
train.
so.
Down that way.
Yeah, down that way. If you
Yeah.
look there, they're throwing parts of the roof.
So
down
I
tracks.
think Vietnam is more difficult than a lot of Asia. There's no question about it. The rewards are phenomenal. It's absolute chaos.
Streets,
The streets are crazy.
traffic.
You have to embrace that and love it. But the life that's going on is so exciting and so much fun. If you're willing to sit down on a little plastic stool in the middle of the sidewalk and have a bowl of soup, you'll have one of the most amazing experiences in your life. The people are super friendly and helpful.
Yeah.
English is a little sketchy.
Yes,
It works
yes.
a little bit, but not like, in Indonesia where everybody kind of speaks English.
So you cannot use like spoken English everywhere.
Right.
Wherever you go, it's probably best to have internet.
But the accommodations
On the
are
phone.
exquisite.
Accommodations are not expensive at
oh
all.
my God, yeah.
How much are we paying? Like $20 a
20
night.
bucks a night,
$20 a night, and that's normal.
And in Saigon, we're going to be paying, I think, like 80 bucks a night, but it's like
Oh my God.
serious luxury that we're getting.
Yeah.
So
okay.
the food, the people, the lifestyle, the
How do
ease of
people
travel.
get in? How do people get in? They get a visa.
Yeah.
They have to
You have to get a visa before you arrive.
before you arrive.
Like
so
you need to apply a month or two in advance.
Yeah.
The other thing I will say,
Month or two?
it doesn't
How long
hurt.
did it take them to?
We got our visa like a couple of months ago.
But we applied. How
It took about 2 weeks, two or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
The other thing I will say, it is a socialist country, and so like on your internet, even using VPR, what do we call it? Yeah, VPR, you can't necessarily get access to stuff. So
Yes,
there's
exactly.
a little bit of tweaking there.
Yeah.
There are certain restrictions. Like, if you're coming over here to download porn, probably not the place to do it.
Oh, I haven't tried yet.
Oh, I did. That's how I know. Anyway, totally worth it.
Totally.
Come
worth
to
it.
Vietnam.
So people come here. Where do they book their accommodation? Airbnb is great.
Oh, Airbnb is great. Airbnb is
you get
everywhere.
those apartments, like we have a one-bedroom
Yeah.
and another room apartment for that money. And you move around
Full
by...
kitchen. We have a full kitchen.
We have a full kitchen. You move around by downloading an app called Grab.
Which is a
basically-
taxi.
Which is a taxi, so it's cars, it's scooters, and they do the shopping.
your
for you.
shopping.
So the first night we arrived, it was late.
Yeah.
You couldn't find groceries.
Couldn't find anything,
There's not many grocery stores around.
Well, there's tons, but it's not, they're little shops, kind of weird shops.
We got everything we wanted, like water and everything else.
milk and everything for coffee.
On Grab, so they brought it to us half an hour later.
And a taxi from our place literally to the other side of Hanoi was 50,000
which is
Vietnamese
$2.
dong, which is
Yeah.
$2.
Yeah.
So there's no reason not to use the car taxis,
Yeah.
the Grab taxis.
But go ahead and don't book like in the center.
Yeah.
Like book outside of the
Book
center.
outside.
It's really cool to go like, you know.
I'll send links to our neighborhood and everything that
like
we're talking
our neighborhood
about.
is really, really cool.
Yeah.
And then you can go to the center like any day and enjoy the touristy stuff. Like you see around here, if you look around, it's tourists everywhere and it's okay.
It's literally, this area is kind of like walking down Bourbon Street in New Orleans. Not necessarily during Mardi Gras, but during normal times, it's just crazy busy with tourists. Whereas our neighborhood was busy and chaotic, but it was very much working people
Right.
in a normal kind of residential neighborhood.
Yeah, which felt so real. And
It
so
did.
authentic.
It really
yeah.
was wonderful.
Yeah.
It's my second time to stay in that neighborhood. I kind of at one point said to ZB, next time we come, let's stay in another neighborhood. But now I'm like, let's stay in the same neighborhood. It's too great.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you like it?
Oh, you need a lantern over your head. Lantern head.
Now you're talking.
Yeah. Yellow lantern, we'll call you.
So tomorrow we're going to Saigon
Early in the morning.
early in the morning, and I wonder what the experience will be, what the difference in experiences will be.
Yeah.
I've been to Saigon already. Bert hasn't.
I have not. Yeah.
Curious what he's gonna say. I love both cities. I haven't been to all the other places in Vietnam, which on Google Maps look fantastic.
Yeah. We're definitely going to come back. We're even talking about spending a month here, because it's really an awesome change, and it's just exciting.
It's exciting.
And
yeah.
the food's just phenomenal. The French, Asian influences, and the Vietnamese are every place you go. They're experimenting with the way they cook and do things. So
Right.
it's like the bun cha at one restaurant is different from the bun cha at another restaurant at another restaurant. Every banh mi said they were the best in town, but we had them all over the city. I wouldn't have turned down a single one.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see you in Saigon. Stay with us.
Highway to